Welcome. We are at the 6th episode of BizEngineTV. I'm Matt Sullivan.
I'm Dave Cho.
And I'm glad to have you. Make sure to always check us out on BizEngine.com. We post to youtube.com/TheBizEngine. And of course, follow us on social media at TheBizEngine on Twitter and Facebook.com/BizEngine.
If you're one of the 10 people that use Google+, you can find us on there as well.
Oh, nice. It's, according to all studies, it's just geeks, white male geeks. So you're on there.
Yeah.
So we'll get into it. Today's economic indicator is 45,000. And that number is the number of small business jobs that were created in the month of February this year. This is awesome because this is now the third month in a row where we've seen job growth. It's a little light compared to January, which was like 50 to 55,000.
I think so.
But in general, this is definitely the trend we want to keep seeing. And some of the notes that I have, yep, up 45,000, 3 months in a row, and the trend is our friend. We want to keep this going all the way through spring and summer of 2012.
We do, and really, I'm seeing a lot of second guessing about this, saying, well, it should have been about 10,000 higher. I think when you're coming out of a recession, which we still are, it's easy to forget that, 45,000 jobs is a big deal, no matter how far off the forecast that might be. So I think as long as we continue to see positive growth, we're heading in the right direction.
Exactly. What do you have up next?
Well, actually, an interesting argument about iPads. It's not really an argument. Small businesses love them. They're becoming huge. Actually, the use of iPads by small businesses has tripled in the last year, which is incredible when you think about it. And it really speaks to the versatility of the device. You can use it for almost anything.
Mm-hmm.
And small business owners, you've got a small office, you're on the go constantly to try to make sales, pick up new clients. It's just a great tool.
Yeah, and we're actually filming this on March 7th, which is iPad Day. So it's the new iPad is being announced, and some pretty interesting rumors flying around about it. It's going to be quad-core technology, 4G LTE connectivity. Essentially these iPads are now replacing laptop computers and even desktop computers for many office employees at this point.
It's true.
Yep. And then there's what it does for education and healthcare and watching planes on movies. It's going to change the future.
Yeah, watching planes on movies?
Watching movies on planes, snakes on planes, on movies, on whatever.
I'm just tired of those snakes on those planes.
Yes. And then finally, it's locally, or at least in Massachusetts, we're up here in New Hampshire, is Governor Deval Patrick, governor of Massachusetts, is having a commission look at changing the rules around restrictions of small business. This kind of goes hand in hand. We've mentioned it a few times. Is that depending upon what state or what government agency you're talking about, the definition of small business changes. And what Governor Patrick is looking to do is get rid of some of the speed bumps to small business. I know that I was speaking with a brewer, a beer brewer down in Massachusetts, who last year they had to kill a bill that would require small breweries to use at least 50% locally grown or locally sourced ingredients. There's not even enough wheat grown in Massachusetts to keep that, or to make that possible for breweries to make the beer that they make now with locally sourced ingredients. So you have to start thinking about what's good for the overall economy, what's good for the small business, and have that happy medium.
Yeah, and it's a tricky thing too because I think in this case it's a good thing to commend the state of Massachusetts because there's a lot of talk about getting these roadblocks out of the way, and that often doesn't actually happen.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing, and hopefully more states are going to follow suit.
Exactly. It's amazing some of the laws that get put on the books that help business but actually hinder small business.
Exactly. And now we're up to my business book of the week. I don't have it with me, so you don't get to see me hold it up or anything. But
I'll do a nice graphic in the video or something.
Okay, perfect. Just cover my face if you would. The book of the week is something I mentioned in a BizEngine post just yesterday, I believe. It's The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. It's an amazing book. If you're just getting started out as a small business, you really can't get better advice than what he's going to give you in these pages. It talks you through, he failed a couple times before he got going, talks you through the investment phase, what you need to get set up. And even if you're an established small business, I would highly recommend reading it.
Also, actually, as I mentioned, we're filming on March 7th. This morning, there was a a new startup video that launched. It's the Dollar Shaving Club, and it's a hysterical video. And actually, the Lean Startup makes a little cameo appearance in it at some point. We'll put a link to it in the links below for you to check out. But great video, great startup. Check him out, and definitely check out Eric's book. He did an interview with us on a blog post, right?
Back in December, yeah.
Right,
Great guy.
We'll include that link as well.
Absolutely.
And that's it we have for this week. Thank you. It's episode 6, another one in the books, and have a good one.
Good night and good luck.